Hopefully some people are able to jump on here. Just had an issue with the last one. Hopefully. This is the second link that I put out because the first one, for some reason, it was locked with the other orientation. But somebody's here, so hopefully other people will join us soon. Good morning, how's it going? I'm literally just sitting down to have my first sips of coffee. Something I always plan to do. Oh good, Carol, okay, you found it. I had to make a new link really quick, so I wasn't sure if anyone would be here. I usually try to drink a little bit of coffee before I do anything work related, but I was actually up like several times in the night last night because Oliver hasn't been feeling very well. Oh, well, good, cheers. Everyone has their coffee or whatever you're having. It's like early here, it's 7 a.m. so a little bit earlier than I'm used to being up and doing live videos, but Oliver has been up in the night like with an upset stomach a few nights in a row, so I actually was up most of the night anyway. But yeah, coffee is definitely needed. Morning. I also meant to get my tripod out for this, but we're getting a very, I'm gonna handhold the whole thing. He's doing okay. He's just, I think it might be the food that he's eating. Like the first half of the bag of food that they were eating, they were good on, and now both of them seem to be having issues with it. And, morning, everyone. You know, that happens all the time, Colleen, so don't even worry about it. Yeah, I think it's the food. It could also be like something they picked up at a park, but we're almost done with this bag of food and then I'm gonna get them something else. I'm also gonna head back to Philly soon, so they're gonna be back on their regular diet before long. This morning we are drinking coffee that I was able to make here in this Airbnb. Still with my little hot water heater and AirPress. But I'm happy to say that this week we've been at this Airbnb and it's been amazing. So I've been able to do some hikes on my own where the dogs have stayed here. It's so hot here in Palm Springs, and yeah, just like relax a little bit and kind of recoup and recover. I did this, I've stayed in an Airbnb a couple times on this trip, and it's been really helpful to make it more sustainable, to like catch up on laundry and shower and just organize and like clean the car. So would recommend that if someone's thinking about traveling this way. Buenos dias. Oh. Do I drink hot or cold coffee more? I drink cold coffee more often. But I did drink, there's like a little Keurig here. And I haven't had a Keurig since, I don't know, 2014. When I had one and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I used to drink it all the time. But I had a hot coffee here the other night and I was like, oh, I'll have like a little dessert coffee, it'll be fine. I was up until like 2 in the morning, so it's not fine to drink coffee that late anymore. How's everyone doing this morning? Yeah, an occasional Airbnb to do a reset. It makes a huge difference, like mentally, to what I'm able to do. And I found that like once a month has been prime for me, at least in my situation. What are you guys drinking this morning? Hot coffee, cold coffee, tea. I love all the interaction here. Yeah, Airbnbs are great. I've actually thought about maybe listing my house on Airbnb when I get back. Just because I think whenever I stay at one and I see like all the amenities, like this person has like tea and coffee and like little soaps and it's just all like really well thought out and really nice and thoughtful. It makes me want to host, and so I kind of want to try hosting my house on Airbnb just for the fun of it, really. Capri Sun. Hot coffee, waffle flavored coffee, Carol? What? That sounds amazing. I also thought about maybe getting ready this morning, but then I didn't. Cafe LA, hot, pour over, half coffee, hot milk. No foam? Yes, I do like an LA. I'm a little bit, I like all the coffees, you know, they're all valuable for what they are. But I'm drinking an iced oat milk latte, or essentially a latte. It's not really espresso. Yeah, that would be great to be able to actually make money on the Airbnb too. That'd be above and beyond. And then I can just live in my car when I rent it out. Morning from North Carolina. How's the weather, everyone, where you're at? I have like the most spectacular view, if you guys want to see where I am real quick. I've just been sitting out here in the afternoons. Would my sister be okay with the Airbnb? I would have to kick her out, so I'm not sure how she would feel about that. But we've talked about it a little bit, and I think we're both interested in trying it. We're also both interested in traveling together across the states, and so if we could rent out that place and then get a different Airbnb together, then like traveling, so like at the beach or something, then that would be ideal for both of us. A storm's coming. It's just like, wouldn't it be fun? I think she would be the best hiking partner, and also it'd be really fun to travel with her so we could like experience new things together. For example, it would have been really nice if she was here this weekend and I could have gone out like to dinner or dancing, or I could have done those things by myself, but I didn't really feel like going out to meet new people. 29 in Flagstaff, okay. You know, I thought about coming to Flagstaff. I was right there, but then I didn't quite go. I've been before. Yeah, to share, that's right, yeah, to like share new places and like favorite places with each other would be really sweet. It's been the highlight, I'm sure I've said this, but it's been the highlight of my year, to like have her come back into my life and to live with her, and she's the best, and she's the person I talk to the most, and I'm just really thankful with everything that happened. That is for sure the best thing that came out of that. And so we're not done living together and like adventuring together by any means. I know I didn't post that I was at this Airbnb because I've just been kind of relaxing and unwinding, and also like mentally prepping myself for what it's going to be like going back and what I'm doing. So I have to be back in Philly. A third winter storm warning in a week. Oh my god. Where is that? Because it hasn't been that cold in Philly, I think. But I have to be back there at the beginning of next month to do some photography work, which I'm really thankful for right now. I have a lot of things lined up, so that's nice. But I'm not excited to leave this warm weather. So I'm 7 years older than my sister. I wasn't a bully to her, but we definitely were like, we lived different lives. So it's been really cool to get to know her now as adults. Vermont. You've had 3 winter storm warnings in Vermont? Where are you calling from? 19 degrees in Cheyenne. Okay. Yeah, it's really cool. It's nice. And she's really cool, like, in general. She's younger, so she, like, keeps me up to date with how to say things and all the new cool stuff. Volunteer situation in November. Yeah. Where are you traveling to? From Paris? Ooh la la. I kind of want to come. I was just talking to somebody about maybe coming to Europe. I've never been, and that would be cool. That would be a fun trip. I would have no idea where to start. I would want to see everything, but it's so nice having this balcony. This is just like my own little outdoor room. Guys, thank you for talking to me this morning. It's so nice to be with people, honestly. I haven't been in the mood to like go out and socialize, so this feels familiar, and just grateful to have you guys. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice though to have like a home base. Yeah, I've been in Southern California for a week now, and I know why people live here. It's been like 80 degrees every day and sunny, and I was just telling someone last night, it smells like summer. Like I was walking the dogs last night and it's like the perfect temperature. It smells a little bit like honeysuckle, but it's not honeysuckle, and that's the smell that reminds me of like being a kid, like summer nights. The crickets were chirping and the mornings are warm. I'm from South Africa. I agree. Let's go. Yeah, so I feel like I'm in summer now, and I'm gonna have to, oh, you can see Ronan back there. I'm gonna go back to Philly, and in my mind it's already summer there, but I know that it's not, actually. Am I thinking of moving to California? No. No, I've been like turned off from that, from people talking about the taxes to live here. I've heard different people's accounts. I just know it's expensive, but it seems like the perfect place to live. I think if I had a van, I would definitely spend a lot more time out here. Guys, speaking of that, sorry, I'm feeling like congested this morning. I bet there are some flowers popping up in Philly. I want to get a van or some kind of vehicle, but I just feel like I know what an undertaking it is, and I don't know like how to go about that, or like how I could start that kind of project and see it through. There's a big percentage of people who start a build and aren't able to finish it for like financial reasons, or it's just a lot more work than they expected. And like I know how much work it is, and I know how much money I spent on my last one, and it's just intimidating to think about. And also, I didn't do the work myself last time, and I don't. What's up, bud? Oh, Ronan found a bee, so hey, he's in bee. Come here. This is my fluffy boy. He does not like to be manhandled. I gave them baths while we were here. It's great because they were disgusting, but they've been shedding for days now. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I have heard about everything that's going on in Paris right now. Yeah, there's like some trauma involved in building a van, I'm sure, for a lot of people, or like in my case, like sharing that space with someone. That does make it less appealing, definitely. And there's so much like I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of pressure to do it yourself when I know very well that like somebody else could do it so much better than me, and there's something to be said for paying someone to do a job that they already know how to do, and so they can do it well, and you can hopefully save money by not making mistakes. Bro. He low-key might have eaten that bee. Yeah. But it's also really expensive to pay someone to do it. Yeah, it's a lot of work. So I like have all these ideas and like designs of what I would want a build to look like, and I think it would be great. I could work on the road, and I know where I would want to go and live and everything, but I just feel like I have a realistic view about what it would take, and that's not for me. You know, I have a hard time doing things that like new things. Like I can do some new things, but the idea of doing this whole new project where if I can't figure it all out, then I don't know. It just sounds more stressful than it would be worth. Yeah, absolutely, Colleen. That's a good idea. Because I feel like I can travel in the Subaru. It's just that I can't live in the Subaru. So I can't imagine, for example, like working a remote job from there, or like spending an extended amount of time. Yeah, there's some pressure for people to do it themselves. I fully agree. I could definitely buy a small RV. When I was at the Van Life Pride meetup, there were a few people that had like cool vintage RVs, and first of all, they reminded me of my sister. I want her to get a rig, and I want to get a rig, and I feel like we should just go out and explore the country together. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a van. Actually, it probably wouldn't be a van, to be honest. A little RV would work. Trent and Allie, I do follow them. Do they make their own vans now? And I have thought about a little trailer that I can pull. Yeah. Hey, Carrie. Where are you now? Ish. I heard some people were going to like the gay beach day on the 12th, but I was still like a few hours away and I couldn't make myself get out there. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, the weather was really bad that week too. Yeah, fully agree. That's why I didn't go. I'm just kidding. Okay. I want to get up to Utah, but I gotta go back. I gotta go back to Philly. I have to go back for a month at least, and then we'll see where we stand, because I would like to keep traveling and see Montana and Utah. But it's been a really fun trip. I can't believe it's already like 3 months has just gone by. I've found myself, I thought this was going to be a huge time of reflecting on my relationship and like healing from that a little bit more, which it has in some sense, but it's also just been a time of reflecting on my life and everything that's brought me here. So that's been interesting. A lot more of like childhood past traumas that just have to do with me individually. You're converting a bus now? So I think if we want to get into it, if I could choose, I think I would choose a bus now, because a bus is less expensive than a van, it's bigger than a van. Ronan? There's more space for these two. Yeah? Okay, so oh, bro, leave him be. Leave him be. Let's brush him off. Leave him be. Did we get him? Alright, poor thing. Let's see. I like that you guys follow all of these travelers. You know the wrecks. What was I saying? Oh, I know, if you guys know Navigation Nowhere, Mike, he and I went to school together way back in the day. And he lives in a bus. He built out a bus like 8 years ago or something now. I've thought that too. Yeah, right? So I could buy a bus and then have someone build it for like the same price as a van. Yeah. A bus would be cool. I think a bus could be, because of the size of it, I think it could be more of a long-term solution for me and the dogs. Like somewhere that I can park and stay for weeks at a time. And then I could get my sister to come out, and then we just live out in the desert somewhere. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I know a lot about vans and I know a lot about what is involved in that, but I don't know about buses or like the mechanical side of a bus. Or I read a post the other day that kind of scared me off from it. That was like, make sure you get the right year bus. You don't want to get anything too new because they have these certain issues, but like don't get anything before the year of whatever. I don't know. It's just a whole different ball game. I would have to do a lot of research because I need to know everything before I start. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think a bus would be good for these two. They're big boys. They take up lots of space. Do you want to see this pretty pup? He's so cute. Yeah, so who's here? Do you guys travel? Like, we got a bunch of people this morning. Have you guys ever traveled in a van, or is this like the hiking demographic? Who are we talking to? I feel like most of the people who follow my channel now are van life people. I'm gonna go back to Philly soon, and I think I'm gonna go like quickly. I'm just gonna drive there in like a few days. Ronan is the model of the dog world. Thank you for saying that. I'll show you his face again in a minute. A stay-at-home grandma. Oh my god. Am I ever afraid of meeting my ex at meetups? That thought has never crossed my mind until right now, so thank you for that. I'm just kidding. Nice. A hiker, yes. We love it. I feel like a lot of van lifers aren't hikers, so I need to find that niche community. Vancouver Island, what? I only know about Vancouver Island from the show Alone, which I really like. Ah, nice. I love that. I love hearing about you guys. No, I actually, I thought about making that video today about like what my ex is up to, because a lot of people have asked and I'm like, I don't really care. I don't mind talking about it now. But I don't know anything about what she's up to, but I would assume that I would not see her at a meetup. And all I know is that she's still with the person that she cheated with, presumably. I saw photos of them together over the summer from when her family visited them. And that's all I know. I haven't talked to her. So if I had to guess, I would assume that she either still has the van and just uses it like locally where she is, or that she sold it. Your van was great. Good morning, everyone, if you're just joining. Hope you're all doing well. I am sitting in the Palm Spring desert at an Airbnb that I'm at this weekend, and it's magical. It's really nice to be able to relax. Yeah. If I just ran into her, that would just, I don't know what I would do. I think I would be unprepared to do that. It is a small world though, so it could definitely happen. This is a snake. Speaking of my ex. Yeah. I put up that boundary like a week after she left, when I realized what direction that was heading. Yeah, so we haven't spoken, and it was the best decision. Can't recommend it enough. Just block your ex. Did I sell my home? No, I have to go back home in a week or two. What if I bought my old van? I thought about it, but I would want to start fresh. It wouldn't be worth it to me. Joshua Tree, yeah, I've been in Joshua Tree a couple days this week. It's so nice. It's so nice there. I want to do some more hiking before I leave. You gotta have fun with it, you know? Yeah, it's just, you deserve to not have to be like faced with that all the time. And not that I'm saying like my ex was gonna reach out to me or anything, but I could not function, just blocked. Like, you can email me if you need something. This is the second time I'm hearing about Trent and Allie's fan. Should I look at it? Is there good stargazing in Joshua Tree? I would assume so, but I haven't noticed that specifically yet. Thank you for liking my video, guys, and for commenting. Also, speaking of tattoos, I'm having a hard time like sitting and holding and drinking my coffee. I want to do tattoos on this whole arm. And originally I was thinking that I got this one in Costa Rica, and I was thinking that I would get all of my tattoos internationally on my trips. But now I kind of just want to do it. I just want to like go and get half a dozen new tattoos. We'll see about that. But I have so many ideas. I made a list yesterday, and I just want to have like a patchwork sleeve. I like that note, you know? I don't need anything else. I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes it feels crazy that like so much of my personal adventure, my personal experience is online, but I'm glad to hear that it helps some people. It definitely helps me to be able to share it. Can't stay, but Meryl, good morning. Hope you have a great day, whatever you're up to. I'm going to a farmer's market after this, and I'm wishing that for you as well. Also, text me what book you're reading. We should catch up. Yeah, okay. So that's the thing about buying a used van as well, is like you don't know what's behind the walls, and that's super important. Like how things are built are really important, and there are so many novices building vans that it makes me uncomfy to buy something used. But also I don't want to build it myself. So fun. That's the best. Okay, enjoy. Guys, you're seriously so great. Oh, I forgot to say that I'm doing this live video because unfortunately, I think the last video I put out, you saw that the sound stopped working. I did some troubleshooting on that and used a couple different mics. And it appears that the mic jack on my camera is having an issue and I need to get it serviced. So no volume from the camera. And I found a service shop in Phoenix that I'm gonna hit up on my way home. But that's why there's no video this week. It was like a little bit frustrating in the moment, and then I was also just like missing my community, so I'm happy to be doing this morning. Where is Oliver? The boys. This is Mama's boy right here. And then we got a little donut. But Ronan has been pretty attached to me on this trip, so I bet he comes back. They are so pretty and so sweet, and Oliver was like kind of hard to deal with last night because he's not feeling well, and he had me up. Here he comes, little boy. Yeah, Oliver was up all night because he's having stomach issues. He was having diarrhea, and like crying like he needed to use the bathroom, but he couldn't. Very sad. But I was getting like a little bit annoyed with him because he just kept whining at the door. I felt like he was manipulating me a little bit, like he just wanted to go outside, but he wasn't going to the bathroom. But then he's so sweet and so cute, and he's sleeping on my pillow right now. So. Oh, thank you, Cora. That's really nice. I have definitely gotten a little bit of a tan here. One, I have this balcony this week, so I've been able to tan here, and there's also a pool at this Airbnb. I'm living a bougie life right now. Need to come to Cape Breton and do the... I would like to come and do all the trails. Hi from England. Agricultural and alternative living fair? Well, that sounds amazing. Tell me how that goes. What does that mean? Alternative living, like homesteading? Did I work with a breeder to get Oliver, and if so, who? I did get Oliver from a breeder. Got him kind of last minute during the pandemic. And in the moment, I thought I did a lot of research, and I thought like I picked someone reputable, and in hindsight, I don't think I did. Nothing bad about them, but just like with Ronan's breeder, I followed that breeder for like 5 years before I got Ronan, and I like know all about their health testing and their program that they have there, and I'm really proud of his breeder and like where he comes from. And Oliver, I'm not so much, but also I don't think where I got Oliver are operational anymore. I think they just did a few litters and then they're done. Do I follow the Phillies? I support all of Philadelphia sports, but I only really follow football. Do I want to explore Canada? I would love to go to Canada. I really want to go to Alaska. Yeah, I would love to go to Canada. I've been to Vancouver. It's got to be the prettiest city I've ever been to. Matt, are you still here? What was I saying? Yeah, Vancouver, British Columbia has to be the prettiest place I've ever been. But I've also been to like Niagara Falls a handful of times, which is not really Canada, I know, and also Winnipeg. When I studied in North Dakota, I would take like day trips up there. It's basically summer here. It's been 85 degrees all week. Actually, I have no idea what summer really looks like here. It's what I know to be summer. I feel like I was gonna talk to you guys about something else, but I can't think of what it is. I woke up this morning to my alarm at 6:30 because it was only 7 a.m. here when I started this video, and I haven't set an alarm in like 3 months, and I was like, what is this for? Like, I couldn't remember what I was doing. I almost went right back to bed. I'm glad I didn't, because you guys are great to talk to. It's really making my morning better. Austria? Sunday morning coffee is the best. Sunday morning, when I worked at the cafe, I would work Sunday mornings, and I would love when people would get like a pour over or something that you're really supposed to savor, like a nice fancy drink. Some people would come in and tell me that they saved like lattes for the weekend and like as a little treat, and so they would get their lattes, and I would love giving people coffee and like sharing that with them. What's up, bro? What's up, buddy? You gotta respect him. Yeah, I would love to visit Jazz and Crystal. We have talked a little bit in the past, so I would not say we're friends by any stretch, but we follow each other on social, so. What's the hard stop for my trip? Work scheduled, income, yeah. Pause right now for this trip because I have work that I need to go back to do in Philly, coinciding with the fact that I need money, so those things work out well. And I have no plans after that. I have things scheduled for like a month. I think the last thing on my calendar is the Taylor Swift concert in May. And then I'm not sure what I'll be doing. I know their cabin is incredible. Like, maybe I'll go visit them and just kidding, they have too much to do. I was gonna say maybe we can build a bus together. If anybody wants to build a bus with me, you let me know. I'll come to you. Nice. Ooh, again, like, I love things like that, like natural soap. I like the idea of homesteading and like being off the grid. The idea gives me like a sense of ease, I guess, with like everything going on in the economy, and just like having a place would be nice. My sister and I talk about that, like how safe it would feel to have a place that is yours and that you don't have to like worry about. I think because we don't have family to rely on, having that would really be good for our mental health, to like have something to come to no matter what, that you own entirely. So that's definitely a goal of ours. Thanks for joining, Colleen. Enjoy your Sunday. Oh my goodness. What else can we talk about? Colleen, you're the best. Yes, I would appreciate that. Thank you. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. I know. I love mornings. When I was a kid, Carol, I used to, I had this big tree outside my window, and I used to crack my window at night. I'm talking when I was like 6 or 7. I used to crack my window so I could hear the birds singing in the morning. And there's just something about that like brings me back to who I am whenever I hear the birds. That's part of why I like sleeping outside and like waking up outside in the car or in a tent. But it's so nice. It's so, like, grounding, I think is a good word. I'm not back in Philly. I'm at an Airbnb in California. Let's see. Am I feeling happy? Yes, I think so. Yeah. Am I feeling happy? I feel a lot of things. I feel a little bit stressed and a little bit uncertain and but also happy. Like, I feel multiple things. I try to do the best for myself, and like, I want to be happy, so I usually put that foot forward. Like, what can I do for myself today to make myself feel my best? Which some days that means just like laying in bed and allowing myself to not work and to drink 3 cups of coffee, and some days that's being really productive and also drinking 3 cups of coffee. But I am happy. I think I've been, even when I was unwell last year, I was still, actually, I don't know. I don't know if there was like a day where I felt happy again, but I've always been happy, like, with myself. It's just happy with myself and then like the challenges that life gives you. But thankfully, okay, this is maybe not what you asked, but somebody asked me this, like, right after everything happened last year. Like, have you always been such good friends with yourself? Like, have you always, that's how she phrased it. Have you always been such good friends with yourself? And I have been, so I feel really thankful for that I've always really enjoyed my own company and enjoyed being alone. And even though, like, I've been by myself now for like 3 weeks out here, I like kind of miss people this weekend, and I thought about going to socialize a little bit more. I still just enjoy my own company. Like, it would be nice to be around people sometimes, but I'm thankful that I'm able to spend so much time alone and be good, be happy. I am in Southern California. I'm near Palm Springs. Home base in Central Florida. That sounds great. It's great there. Great weather. Yeah, so what I've learned, again, there's like all this pressure, like, you live on the road and all right, now you're a van lifer, and even when I got this Airbnb, like, it feels like cheating a little bit to stop and to take care of yourself and to rest and to regroup. And with van life, if you like also have a house, it kind of feels like, are you doing it correctly? But I think the most stressful thing about traveling is to always be moving. Like, sometimes it's really important to stop when you're living a nomadic lifestyle. Like you said, like doctor's appointments, getting your mail, just like doing all of those things. Yeah. Life's a season, you know, like, everything comes in seasons. So I'm on this trip right now, but I'm not even seeing it as a trip. I'm just seeing it as like another season of my life. 3 months traveling, and then I'm gonna be home for a little while, and maybe I'll enjoy being home, and maybe I'll just keep traveling afterwards. But just want to be like more flexible with myself and like take that pressure off of like there's only one way to do things. You're renting in France. I want to do that. But the idea of building a small house, does everybody have the dream of building a small house? Because that is a dream that I have had for forever. I think about it constantly. I have like pretty much the floor plan of what I would like want to build a small house. Ideally off the grid. depression is real, just and anxiety. I want to validate that as well. I feel like for me, there's like this, like yesterday or the other day, I don't know if you guys all follow me on Instagram as well. I posted a reel about it, but I could see logically like everything in front of me, and I was like, this is a good day. The sun is shining, it's warm, I have no real responsibility right now. If I don't do something, no one's gonna die, nothing's gonna go badly. But I was like trapped in my own head. And it takes a lot of energy and strength and like mental whatever to do the best for yourself in those situations. So I like made myself go for a hike because I knew logically that that was the right thing to do. But anxiety, mental health, like it's so real, especially in that moment when like the contrast was so big. It's not like it was raining and cold. It's not like I was super stressed or anything. But the other day I was just really feeling it, where it's like, yeah, you just like feel clouded. And one part of me was like, I feel this way, and then I'm looking at the actual circumstances and it doesn't line up, it doesn't make any sense. But having people in your life to help you through that or be there with you through that makes all the difference. And I got this boy. Right? Hi. It is exhausting to be in that place. I fully validate that. It's like, because you don't want to make all the right choices, you know? Like, I know what the right choices are. I can logically tell you that I should eat an apple and I should take a shower and I should drink some water and I should move my body. But when you're in that mental state, you don't want to do all of those things. Let's see. How independent are the dogs? I would say they're quite independent. They don't like care about me when we go to the dog park. I do wonder if we are gonna have some separation anxiety once we get back, because we've all been very tight, close-knit little family. And also, low-key, I might have some separation anxiety being away from them. I left them to go for that hike for a couple hours the other day, and I was constantly thinking about them. I'm glad to hear that, Dave. Tiny house next? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that next. That actually sounds a lot less intimidating than building a bus. Ooh, that sounds nice. Do I dance on my own? I can't dance. I can't dance. I'm on TikTok now, and sometimes I see people dancing, and it makes me want to learn to dance, but I have no rhythm. I would like to take dance lessons, maybe. But no, I don't really dance even on my own. Really? What about a dome like Tyler and Todd? All right, the real dream is I'm just gonna build a greenhouse and then I'm gonna live in it. So I'll build a greenhouse and then I can grow food and whatever I need, and it'll be warm so it doesn't matter where it is. And then I'll just put like a bed in the middle. Yeah, I know, I like Tyler and Todd's setup. They have so much going on over there. It's really cool what they can do. I don't dance, but I do run. Running is like what gets me out of my head a lot. I tell people that I run and they ask me if I like do marathons and stuff. And I usually tell them that I am an emotional runner, and that's exactly what it is. I don't really run for exercise. I run when I need to. And I run barefoot. And I like to run at night without my glasses. It adds, try it. Or don't. It's dangerous, actually. If you're new here, do you want to see the view? Look at this. It's so pretty. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to touch on this morning. Again, I'm really glad that you guys are all here. It's been really nice to talk. I'm gonna go to the farmer's market after this. It's quite cloudy and overcast this morning, which it hasn't been other mornings, but hopefully it'll clear up. Yes, only one earbud for safety, always. And I feel like that's something maybe only women understand, but I'm actually heading back to the Philadelphia area in a couple of days. I haven't decided exactly what day yet, but I need to go back. I also have to like pay taxes and just make sure everything's up to date with the house. Right now I'm in Southern California, for anyone who's just joining, at an Airbnb. I am resting and recovering and getting ready for this trip back to Philly. I have some work things lined up, some personal things lined up, and gotta go see Taylor Swift. And I'm so excited. So excited. I know, taxes. I can't. It's like taxes, but I have to pay like the property taxes on my house is what I'm specifically referring to. So I want to keep talking to you guys though. What else have I got? Have you seen Taylor Swift's like any pictures from her opening tour this weekend? I think she's in Arizona right now. Come here, buddy. It looks incredible. She's got a 3-hour set, 44 songs. She's doing one surprise song, a new song for every concert. I need an outfit. That is the only thing I need to work on right now. I'm so excited. Come here, baby. He says no. Can I scratch your face? Wait, just saw her in New Jersey? Your niece just saw Taylor in New Jersey, like randomly? Because I don't think she just started her tour in Arizona. What? That's wild. I would lose my mind. Flashy outfit, sexy outfit, or badass outfit? I'm going for sexy and badass. Probably from the Reputation tour, so probably black, and from the Reputation album, and maybe like either a bodysuit and leggings, like and tights, or like super short high-waisted shorts and some kind of like bra with like a mesh top, maybe. But I don't know how to do fashion, so. And then I'll have my sister paint my face because she's good like that. So I'm going with my sister and my best friend Casey, and it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. I will definitely be sharing pictures from that. I'm getting excited thinking about it. It's 2 months from now. Good morning, everyone. I'm not ready to go back to Philly. I'm not ready. Yeah, Oliver's sleeping in the bed. He is not feeling his best. He's been up all night. My plan for the day? My plan for the day is to go to a farmer's market and then to maybe go for a hike after that. Maybe try to get some more sun. Thanks for joining, Dave. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get going here soon too, unless you guys have other questions. Do I have any adventures planned between California and Philly? I don't have anything planned. It was suggested to me that I should find a few different donut shops and just make that my itinerary for the way back, which sounded pretty good. My go-tos at the farmer's market? I love to find a goat cheese or any kind of fancy cheese. I love to find some pastries, and I love to find coffee and sometimes flowers. I really just like the atmosphere. So I'll find something to eat usually, and a couple things that I could bring home with me. If I ever bring the dogs to the farmer's market, they get lots of attention, and usually there's like a stand for dog treats, so we'll also get some of those. I have been to Sedona in Sedona. Why do I know all the donut shops across the country? I've been there. I went there a couple years ago. I got there like in the morning and they were closed because they had sold out of donuts, and it was like 9:30 a.m. Which let me know that I was about to be in for a treat. And I came back the next day at like 6 a.m. and I got some donuts and they were great. I didn't go this last time though. It is a long drive. It's gonna be like 2,600 miles. Really, Carol? You're like, I can trust her about the hiking, so I'm gonna buy some donuts and see if that's also good. Low-key, I want to open a donut shop. I don't know anything about donut making, just eating. When I was hiking the PCT, that was something I thought about constantly. Because once I went to this donut shop that it was just a window on the sidewalk. It was in a city, and you walked up to like a takeout window, and there was only one option. You could just get a bag of like beignets basically, and it was $1 for 4. They were like little. The line was blocks long, and you just went up and you got your little bag of donuts, like covered in powdered sugar. That's what I would do. Carol, we should go hiking. Yeah. Krispy Kreme. There's a Krispy Kreme right near my house in Philly. So I get to go there when they have all their promotional things. Sometimes when they're just not too, but nice talking to you, Gabriella. Thanks for being here. You'll bake for me? Ooh. Do you know how to make donuts? Do you know how to make pastries? Even more than donuts, or differently, I guess, I really, really like all of the baked goods from Mexico. I learned this when I was in Mexico, and I've visited several Mexican bakeries since. And there are a couple of them here. I've been going like every other day. They're really good. Just like sweet breads, so without the frosting. Not a huge fan of frosting, but sweet bread. And they go great with coffee, so it's really everything. I am gonna be back in Boston soon. Should we actually meet up? I think so. I'm gonna be back in Boston at the end of April. Yeah, at the end of April. Okay, let's do it. Let's plan something like a day trip. Like a day hike. Yeah, I think it's like the last weekend or the third weekend in April. Sounds good. Hi, from the Netherlands. Hello. Another place I would like to go. When I was in Costa Rica for my birthday last year, I met someone from the Netherlands. And then he came to Philly to see me. And if I ever go there, I feel like I have a place to stay. Just like the cool thing about traveling when you meet people. Like build like a network that you can know people all over the world. I kind of feel like that with you guys. Like I feel like I know you all from South Africa and Austria and Paris. How was Pride? Okay, Pride was really good. I thought the meetup was great. I would give, it's my first meetup ever, I would give it like a pretty good rating. I'm so socially anxious, but I really put myself out there and I met some people and overall it was really good. I don't know that meetups are like my favorite thing ever because I'm such an introvert, but it was good to be around people for 3 or 4 days. Croatia? Done. Let's go. Hi, everyone. From Chicago, North Carolina. Good morning from, it's probably not even morning anymore. It's, what, 11 where you guys are? But I'm in Southern California and it is only 8 a.m. Oliver, come here, bud. Ollie, hi, buddy. Oliver hasn't been feeling his best. His sweet face. Yeah. I love him. Pets are the best. I saw a meme or a video or reel or something the other day that said, it just reminded me that like their lives are really short, a lot shorter than ours, and just want to spend all of my time making them happy and giving them the best life. Yeah. Isn't it the saddest when dogs don't feel well? You're a good boy. He is. We've all been cuddling on that bed together. I don't know if we're gonna be able to be separated when we're back home. You know, usually they're not allowed in the bed, not even allowed upstairs. Oh. Is there a specific meaning for the tattoo on my arm? There are a lot of small meanings for it. Yeah, there are a bunch of small ones, I guess. The most beautiful one is snakes shed their skin, and I got that when I turned 30 and my life changed a lot, so it's like a new version of myself. It's also from the Taylor Swift's Reputation album, and it's also kind of a dig at the church, and it's also for my ex. So lots of different reasons. It's also because I went to Costa Rica and they have lots of snakes there. And it's also because I'm bi, maybe. Apparently lots of gay girls and bi girls get snake tattoos. I'm not as original as I thought. It also looks like the snake on the Philadelphia Sixers court. And when I worked at the cafe, one of the Sixers players used to come in, and he saw my tattoo one day, and I think he thought it was that, and I felt cool for a second, even though I don't watch basketball. Yeah. Poor baby. I don't think I ever told you guys, or maybe I did. The day that we were supposed to get married, I found out that my ex decided to get a tattoo to symbolize our relationship. And it like really made me feel ill. So that was part of what made me get this one. But now I want to get a whole sleeve. I have ideas. I want to get the house address for the house that I grew up at, the house number, maybe a sibling tattoo, my brother and sister, which would be ADJ, because those are our initials. Maybe a quote from Mary Oliver, and also like a photograph, like a 2x3 rectangle. I'm giving you all my ideas. And also like a frame or a window that's looking into like a frame that has the spot that I spent a lot of time at as a kid, and just like a little picture of that inside. And also I thought maybe like the dog brush that I use with some dog hair in it to represent the doggos. That one I'm not so sure about. It's kind of silly, but I don't really know. I want to get a tattoo for the dogs, but I don't want to do something that's super overdone. All right, y'all, it's been over an hour and there's still so many people watching this video. I feel like I could go live all day and I would just get like new people in all the time, which would be amazing. But I am gonna get going and go to this farmer's market. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, for keeping me company this morning, and I will talk to you soon. Catch me on Instagram and also TikTok now, or don't follow me there. I don't really know what I'm doing there yet. And I will talk to you all later. Ronan. Take these boys out too. Yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the market. Bye, everyone.